As I sat there, oh so still, as I sat there sinking will, never stopped descending down, never made even a sound. Its descent when I really realized that the world is despised, but this surely cannot end. So I now, with my pen, to recount those long lost joys that can be found within this ploy. What is the book I shall recite, though it will take all my might, to summarize those life of those that took their life and make it close. On this day, I hunted and killed it, that frail and plungent animal, though it deserved life. But I knew better. Once I finished with the carcass, however, things began to change. Suspiciously, my feeding and began to coincide with my mental decay. Unfortunately, my actions have caused my mind. I feel such damage that I no longer safely exist. On the day it started marks the time, at the mind did decline. But you, the reader, not fear, though these times are drawing near. For you, my friend, need to try to develop a strong tie to what you believe in and know it's true. On this day will happen to you. What makes me feel regular in my chaotic state? A pattern. Anyways, today marks the day that I went further deeper into the abyss than anyone I knew. I killed no stranger but a friend, though it was an animal. It marks a renewal, that feeling of guilt that was slowly escaping from my tender grasp. Feeling lost and feeling gained can drive one insane, even one to point of no return, never wanting to relearn the aspects of what we need to know, for our minds to always grow, for our minds will exhaust when we seek what is lost. So don't go seeking what can't be found, else you'll end up on the ground. The hunger is burning once more, but now animals won't suffice the urge for my guilt. For my addiction continues to force me down the path when none have returned. This time it wasn't forced, but accepted. For my companion knew my hunger couldn't die, so he gave himself for my feeding. This event has brought me guilt. That burning desire inside has finally fed. Changing victims marks the day that this hunger began to decay. In his mind is now lost, for his mind cannot cross the boundary he overstepped by slaying one who kept him at bay was his friend, so willingly met his end. Consume time, yet I am not ready, always my enemy, taking away my pleasure of feeling something normal guilt, though for the most agonizing pain, called remorse tears, their every being apart. For me it's my life, guilt and acknowledgement that someone else has suffered just such as much as me, that feeds me, yet I cannot feed off of everyone. That is why my parents are dead. Some cannot suffer the same end. That is what suffered from a friend. So for those who are loved so much, have to feel that same rush. That came on upon my friend that died, though the others have tried to escape its ravenous gaze, though it was just a race. Against me they cannot win, which is why it's with a pen that I write with the memories of ones who killed out of love. Take away the feeling. Time, I hope it's enough. Yet time has finished its effect. What once was so lavishly imposed upon me has now diminished, and so that strong, nothing to say from my own error can cause it to reanimate. The time that nothing can make one feel about the feelings that one did kill is not something we can all say that we did participate, but the truth behind all this, that there is something we will risk to get the reward, though we cannot afford to receive the pleasure it gives. It lives our life it should lives, manifesting its belief that we need to cause mischief to receive what we do want, or else it will sure taunt our every being to our nerve seize until we rest in peace. My life has now been subjected into a place where I cannot be found, yet they do not understand that prison cannot affect one who is empty. Those who were so careless too, be forced to conclude. Their life was so young, yet there is one that they belong. Though death may not meet them now, they are there until the shroud covers their form when they die, for they cannot survive. Knowing about what they did, that is why they surely hid, immortalizing themselves with that guilt that comes with one has split the blood of man who have died, if not the prison inside. My very beginning says that this cannot be concluded, for this story must continue. Yet there is no way, unless the story cannot end. If I never begin, only continues, for it's over. Reread the story and you'll see something that was meant to be, hidden from the first look, hidden from the first book. For you piece together words, they will together forever work, to form a sentence as such that cannot be concluded in a rush, to mean the following about the offers of every being. This one makes the hunger consume me. Take away my life for every being, for it's over. What's up, my pretties? It's the Lion Queen here. I want to appreciate you all for tuning into this video, and I do appreciate you guys supporting my video by giving this video likes and stuff. If you really enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you're new, ring the bell for notifications to when I upload, so that way you guys will get updated for whenever I upload. If you want to follow me on Twitter or DeviantArt, feel free to leave a follow on those if you are interested in following me on those socials. If you want to support my backup channel, known as Miss Dark Shigo, feel free to subscribe to it, as a link to that will also be in the About page section. And with that being said, and that being the case, thank you so much for watching, my pretties, and as always, stay pretty.